right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for a matchup between Air Force and the Marine Corps. Winner of this game will go into the final game. We've got Army and Navy competing on the other court to also see who will go into the gold medal game.
Down the floor.
That gold medal game will be on Friday. Games begin Friday at 3 p.m. Please continue to tune in. Some other sports that are kicking off tomorrow are wheelchair basketball and sitting volleyball. They've got their preliminary games. They'll continue into their preliminary rounds on Thursday. And then rugby will also have its finals on Friday. Sitting volleyballs will take place on Sunday, along with the closing ceremonies of the 2019 Department of Defense Warrior Games. An incredible event put on for incredible people. Absolute thrill to be here. This is Will Waller, Chief Executive Officer of the NWBA, a variety of NWBA leaders present here supporting the wheelchair basketball program. Getting ready to jump off for the Air Force is Kevin Green, and number 9 for the Marine Corps, that was Brian Wolf. Kevin Green gets the ball, goes into the hands of Larry Franklin gets the shot up. Big rebound by Kevin Green. Kevin Green brings it back out, passes it over to Larry Franklin once again. Franklin puts it up, no good. Josh Smith gets the board. Bank shot by Josh Smith. He's had a hot hand for this Air Force squad, doing a tremendous job of scoring. Air Force, a very big squad, probably not going to be a lot of points given up in the paint. Ike Blunt brings the ball on the left side. Ike Blunt coming around the screen on the left side, puts it up. Ike Blunt, very good job sitting off the screen of number 10, Raymond Archer. Larry Franklin, the ball, puts up the bank shot. Good, 2 quick buckets for the Air Force. 4-2, Air Force. Quick scoring affair. Ike Blunt with the ball on the left side. Bounce spin going to the right. Swings it over to Matthew Hargrove. Matthew Hargrove, long shot. Rebound to Josh Smith. Josh Smith dumps it off to Brian Williams. Brian Williams brings the ball up on the right side. He's on the right side with Kevin Green. Goes around Kevin Green, looks to put it up, puts it in. Brian Williams, 3 of the Air Force players scoring very quickly for their squad. Marine Corps bringing the ball back up. Point guard, Ike Blunt with the ball. Swings it over to Hargrove. Tough pass. Raymond Archer almost recovers the deflected ball, tips it out of bounds. Kenny Gwynn triggers for the Air Force. Gets it in to Larry Franklin. Larry Franklin dumps it down to big Kevin Green on the bank. Just short. Jason Pacheco with the ball. Kevin Green puts pressure on the ball. Drops it off to Ike Blunt. Numbers advantage for the Marines. Ike Blunt around Larry Franklin. Ike Blunt puts it up. No good. Rebound to Brian Williams. Throws a long pass ahead to Kenny Gwynn. Disrupted by Brian Wolf. Good defense. Good recovery by Brian Wolf. Going full speed up the court to stop that fast break. That's the type of transition defense they're going to need, because this Air Force team has been pushing the ball with pace and transition. Coach Joey Gugliotta wants Ike Blunt to pass the ball to his shooter, Matthew Hargrove. Head coach Joey Gugliotta has been involved with these Warrior games for several years now. His assistant coach, Jaime Baltazar. Larry Franklin, bad pass to Kevin Green. Ends up getting the deflection as Brian Williams. They call a foul on number 10, Raymond Archer. Air Force ball underneath. Kenny Gwynn set to inbound the ball. Josh Smith on his side. Larry Franklin swings it to the offside. Kevin Green. Kevin Green drops it inside to Brian Williams. No good. Rebound Pacheco. Pacheco with the ball. Has two guys racing down the court, but didn't have a passing angle. Nice pick by Ike Blunt. Pacheco gets the ball into Blunt. Blunt puts up the rainbow shot off the glass. It's good. Ike Blunt for another two. 6-4 Air Force. Larry Franklin with the ball at the free throw line. Drops it off for Kevin Green. Kevin Green shoots the ball over Brian Wolf. Nice shot by Kevin Green. That's 8 points to Marine Corps 4. Pacheco with the ball on the right side, working with Ike Blunt. Swings the ball all the way around to Matthew Hargrove. Puts it up, puts it in. That's a good sign if you're a fan of the Marine Corps. Matt Hargrove has a beautiful shot from that left side. A couple games earlier today, he did not have it going. That's a good sign for the Marine Corps squad if he can get his gun in the game, so to speak. Pass to the right side to Larry Franklin. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 10 points to 6 for the Air Force. Balanced scoring attack thus far for the Air Force. Ball swung over to Pacheco. No good. Ball kicked up to Kenny Gwynn. Kenny Gwynn gets the full court pass over to Kevin Green. Beautiful bounce stop by Kevin Green. Gets his chair under control and puts the shot up with his right hand. That's a third and fourth point for Green. Ike Blunt with the ball. Coach Gugliotta wants to see Blunt pass that ball a little more quickly. Ike Blunt goes into the lane, gets hooked by number 33. No shot on the floor. Fouled by Josh Smith. They call a hook on Josh Smith, though the ball is going to be entered from the baseline. Raymond Archer, number 10, setting up on the low block. Brian Wolf setting up with him. Double stack on the right side. Ball triggered into Pacheco. Pacheco stops his chair, loads up, shoots the ball. Jason Pacheco gets a two-pointer to go. That is 12-8 for the Air Force. Much better than the earlier game between the Marines and the Air Force. Missed shot by Larry Franklin. An excited bunch on the Marine Corps sideline. Tight game here, 12-8. Ike Blunt bringing the ball up the court. Methodical, deliberate pace. Swings it over to Hargrove. Nice jump by Kevin Green. Hargrove resets. Ike Blunt with the ball. Passes it back to Hargrove. Quick jump by the Air Force. Disrupts Hargrove's shot. Ball recovered by Archer. No good. Josh Smith on the board. Brian Williams pushing the ball up once again. He's been pushing the ball up in transition quite nicely. Foul on the play by Blunt. Fouls Brian Williams on the floor. They'll trigger the ball from the baseline. Thanks for tuning in to support our Warriors. Coming into the game is Carlos Jimenez. Coming out, Raymond Archer. Jimenez, number 22. A nice mid-range shot. He wins the ball. Ball triggered into Josh Smith. Josh Smith, zero hesitation. Gets the ball up, gets the ball in. That's 14-8 for the Air Force. They've got a lot of weapons on offense, a tough matchup. They've been undefeated here in the 2019 Warrior Games. They came in second place last year, looking to repeat. Matt Hargrove resets, gets some space, puts his shot up. No good. Brian Williams with the ball, dishes it up to Kevin Green. Kevin Green pushes the ball up on the right side. Ike Blunt tries to stop his chair. He does. Gets it over to Josh Smith. Short shot. Uncharacteristic miss by Josh Smith. 21 coming into the game for the Air Force. That's Donald Burns subbing in for Brian Wolf. Good start to the game for the Marine Corps. Ike Blunt going in to the lane, unabated, felt some footsteps behind him, misses it. Quick shot there by number 11, Kenny Gwynn. Franklin puts the ball back in the hole there for the Air Force. Ike Blunt with the ball for the Marines, gets it over to Pacheco. Pacheco with the long shot, no good. Kevin Green with the rebound. This Air Force squad has a lot of size, so not many rebounding opportunities for the Marine Corps. Kenny Gwynn with the ball puts it up, no good. Rebound Hargrove, over to Burns. Burns up to Pacheco. Marines coming up in nice transition. Ball swing over to Carlos Jimenez. Nice shot by Jimenez. Donald Burns with the board, puts it up, called underneath. Foul on Kevin Green. Marines will trigger this ball from the baseline. Great intensity this game, 16-8. A lot of weapons, as I said, for the Air Force. They're beginning to gap the Marine Corps squad, double them up 16-8. Jimenez with the ball, fouled by Larry Franklin on the reach. Called on the floor. Ike Blunt, or Don Burns rather, triggering it. Jimenez with the ball, tried to dump it back down to Burns. Deflected out of bounds. Marines retain possession. Kristen Morris coming into the game for Kenny Gwynn. Kristen Morris had some big buckets in the last game. She's also been very strong on defense. Hargrove with the ball, dishes over to Pacheco. Disrupts Pacheco with that ball. Ball recovered by the Air Force. Brian Williams dishes up to Smith. Tish Knickerbocker getting ready to check into the game for the Marines. Josh Smith with the ball, drops it down to Franklin. Franklin over to Green, loses the handle. Just 10 seconds left on the clock. Oh! It's Kevin Green. Tips over the ball. They lose possession. That's a turnover. Matt Hargrove set to trigger the ball. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the half. Inbounds. Ike Blunt fouled by Brian Williams. Score stuck at 16-8. It will be Marine Corps ball. Ball triggered in to Blunt. Marines looking to get another bucket on the board. Blunt goes into the lane. Gets hooked by Kristen Morris. Her wheel goes into, or her foot plate goes into the back wheel of Ike Blunt. Spins his chair. That's an easy call.
23 seconds to go here. 85-4.
We've got just over 2 minutes left in this game. Marine Corps down 16-8. Yeah, 16-8 Air Force. Coach Mark Shepard, former Paralympian, or as they say, once a Paralympian, always a Paralympian, played on multiple Paralympic squads. He's a 3-time world champion with Team USA, 1994, 1998, and 2002. I had the pleasure of playing with him on 2 of those teams. He's providing great tutelage to this Air Force squad, has them calm and poised, has each of them feeling as though they're a threat. Ike Blunt going to the lines for the Marines. Let's see if he could knock the lid off that basket with the free throw. Currently has 4 points on the game. Make it 5. 5 on the game for Blunt. Swishes the first, misses the second. That makes it 16-9. But a good sign for them to get another point on the board. They're going to want to get a stop and hopefully another bucket so they can go into the second half with some momentum. Air Force has been able to get a lot of good shots thus far in the game. Larry Franklin missed that shot. If they get the stop, let's see if they can get the bucket. Ike Blunt around Franklin, goes right to the lane. Fouled by Josh Smith. Head coach Joey Gugliotta trying to find out where they are towards the bonus, looking to get his team to the line. Just over 1:30 left in the half. Ike Blunt with the ball down the baseline, double team, gets it into Donald Burns, called for 3 seconds. Into the game, number 12 for the Air Force, DeMarcus Garrett. Gets it into Kevin Green, bumped from behind by Ike Blunt. You've got to go in there, stop your chair before you reach for that ball. But I understand when the blood's flowing the way it is, it's kind of hard to put that into practice. It's easier said than done. You need to get your chair position before you reach is the way that they teach that play. Josh Smith with the 18-footer gives it up to DeMarcus Garrett. DeMarcus Garrett with the ball wide open from the elbow. Short shot. He's trying to work the refs for a call is Garrett. Coach Gugliotta trying to get a play drawn up. Gives Tisha Knickerbocker some instruction. Just under a minute. Ike Blunt going around everyone. Hooked by Kristen Morris. That's 7 fouls. So Blunt will go to the line for a 1-and-1. This may be just what the doctor ordered. (16-9), Blunt goes to the line. Air Force crowd disrupting the shooter. Blunt puts it up. Violation on number 19 of the Marine Corps squad. That's James Stewart. Unforced turnover. 2 points for the Air Force. This Knickerbocker puts it up. No good. 20 seconds.
Here comes Air Force.
Brian Williams with the ball. Goes down on the play. Brian Williams may have run into the chair with his upper body, the chair of the defender. Brian Williams working his way back to a seated position.
It appears to be okay. Let's give him a hand. Shots long, rebound from Kane. Bumped his head there as he did not need some height there.
We're at 18-9. Brian Williams hits his head on the chair of the defender. Coming into the game is Brian Biviano. We've got under 10 seconds left in the half.
Basketball, 9.6 remaining.
8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4. NBA distance three. No good. And that's the half, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 18-9 with the Air Force having a commanding lead. Let's see what adjustments head coach Joey Gugliotta and his assistant Jaime Baltazar will be able to make for this Marine Corps squad. The biggest thing that they need to do is get some stops on defense. The ball will fall eventually, but what you have to do is prevent the Air Force from extending this lead. We're gonna get a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back from the 2019 Department of Defense Warrior Games. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tampa Convention Center in Tampa, Florida. 30 seconds left in this halftime. Air Force with an 18-9 lead over the Marine Corps. Leading scorers for the Air Force are Larry Franklin and Josh Smith. Also chipping in for the Air Force are Kevin Green and Brian Williams with 4 and 2 respectively. For the Marine Corps, Ike Blunt has 5 points, two field goals and 1 free throw, while Matthew Hargrove and Jason Pacheco have each chipped in with a bucket apiece. Marine Corps fired up. They're going to have to come out and prove that they can stop this Air Force team from getting where they want to go on offense. They've got a lot of height, who have a lot of speed, and that has been a disadvantage. Several of those players also have really nice range from 15 feet and in. It'd be nice to see the Marine Corps tighten this game up a little bit and give these fans another exciting game. We've had a lot of high-quality play here at the 2019 Department of Defense Warrior Games. A great group of athletes, a great group of coaches, and an incredible litany of volunteers. Hargrove inbounding the ball. Everybody stuck on the same side of the court. Pacheco saves his squad. Wolf tries to force the pass in to Ike Blunt, but Brian Williams says, not here, not now. Steals the ball. Williams coming into the lane. Drops it off to Green. Green into Smith. Foul on the floor.
21-17, Navy.
That foul is on number 10, Raymond Archer of the Marine Corps squad, making his presence felt, but not in the way his coach, Joey Gugliotta, wants him to. Kevin Green with the ball on the right side, sitting off the screen. Drops it off to Brian Williams, who swings it over to Kenny Gwynn. Kenny Gwynn with the quick release. Rebound to Pacheco. Nice speed by Kristen Morris, stopping the ball. Ike Blunt gets the ball from Pacheco. Ike Blunt swings it over to Pacheco. Pacheco trying to go around Green. If he makes another pass, it'd be 3 seconds in the lane. He shoots it up instead. Gets his own long rebound, drops it off to Hargrove on the left side. Hargrove needs to take his time on that shot. He rushed the shot and got a rushed result. Kevin Green coming all by himself. Lefty scoop by Kevin Green. Beautiful shot by the airman. Registering his 5th and 6th point. 20-9. Blunt to Hargrove on the left side. Pressure defense. Travel violation called by Al Laskunas. More than 2 pushes without a dribble is a travel violation. Kenny Gwynn with the ball, gets it in to Brian Williams. Brian Williams with the soft shot, a little short. Blunt bringing the ball up with pace. Cross pick by Jason Pacheco. Blunt on the sideline, avoids the sideline. Blunt needs to get rid of that ball a little bit sooner. Forces a tough pass into Pacheco, throws it off his foot plate. Got to give credit to the Air Force for the pressure defense they're putting on the Marine Corps. High intensity throughout this tournament, and that's exactly why they're undefeated, and they're likely to go into the medal round if they keep it up. Green misses the shot from 4 feet away. Donald Burns with the rebound, triggers it out to Pacheco. Errant pass, tries to get it to Blunt. They turn it over. Again, I'm not sure the total number of turnovers in this game, but it's clear that the Marine Corps are far exceeding the Air Force in their turnovers. Kenny Gwynn with the ball on the right side, locks, loads, scores! Kenny Gwynn with his first 2 buckets. His first 2 points of the game. Offensive foul. Raymond Archer with an offensive foul. Insult to injury. If you're a Marine Corps fan, 22-9 already for the Air Force. And now another turnover with that foul. Kristen Morris with the ball, dumps it inside to Kevin Green. Kevin Green rushes the shot, misses. Jason Pacheco with the ball, coming up full speed. Gets hooked by Kristen Morris. Smart foul actually by Morris. The foul is on the floor. Head coach Mark Shepard acknowledges as much and tells her, Kristen, good foul. I agree with Coach Shepard. Raymond Archer inbounds the ball to Donald Burns. They've got one side overloaded. They balance the court. Archer gets it down to Ike Blunt. Ike Blunt has Brian Williams on him. That's a mismatch. in the wrong direction. Hunt with the ball. Donald Burns sitting off the screen of Jimenez. No good. Jimenez gets the rebound. Kevin Green had pressure on him. Josh Smith with the ball on a 2-on-1. Drops it off to Kristen Morris. No good. Offensive foul. 2 fouls in under 2 minutes by Kristen Morris. She basically was rolling a little bit out of control. Her chair went into the defender. That defender had position on her already. So it will be Marine Corps ball coming out of this timeout.
Navy fans, you guys are looking for the upset. Are they going to pull it off? We got 4:23 in the seventh.
These teams have played roughly 7 or 8 games in 2 days, and yet they continue to leave it all out here on the court. The depth of the Air Force team may be getting the better of the Marine Corps squad. Not only are these teams playing many basketball games, but some of these athletes have already competed on the track. Some of them have competed in powerlifting. Some of them have competed in rowing, and some of them will continue forward in some other sports. Wheelchair rugby starts tomorrow, as does sit volleyball. Some of these same athletes will compete in more sports. Just a great show of their tenacity, their grit, grind, and determination. It's a sight to see just how much these athletes are competing here for bragging rights against the various branches of the military, as well as comrades from other parts of the world. We've got representation from various commonwealths, the United Kingdom, Australia, Netherlands, Canada, all represented here, along with Canada, and just a great show of competition and camaraderie between these teams. And the competition will not stop until Sunday, when they'll all wrap up the competition and move to a closing ceremony. Kenny Gwynn off the miss from Jimenez. Good transition D by Isaac Blunt. Swings the ball over to Morris. Morris up to Green. Patient play here by the Air Force. Kevin Green keeps the ball up top. He may line up a shot here from the baseline. He does. Shot short. He thought he was fouled. The ref said, I don't think so. Ike Blunt brings the ball up. We're going just under 8 minutes here. Ike Blunt with the ball on the right side. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Jason Pacheco lines it up. Looked good, but just long. Isaac Blunt gets the rebound, resets his team, comes up to the top of the key. Ball over to Donald Burns. Donald Burns locks, loads, scores. Burns' first 2 points of the game. We've got a 22-11 score. Kenny Gwynn into Kevin Green. Let's see if they count the foul. Foul on Donald Burns. They call it on the ground. Coach Shepard of the Air Force not arguing it. Kristen Morris set to inbound the ball. Double screen on the right side for Josh Smith. Josh Smith locks and loads from the baseline. No good. Viviano gets the rebound, puts it up, and puts it in. Great play by Viviano. Number 13 for the Marine Corps set to check in. That's Carnell Martin. Might have won the weightlifting competition. He's a big guy. Also set to check in is Tish Knickerbocker. Bullet pass from Donald Burns to Pacheco. No chance for Pacheco to get that one.
2 minutes ago.
Pacheco and Archer subbing out of the game. for Carnell Martin and Tisha Knickerbocker. Larry Franklin back into the game for Air Force. Sets the screen for Kevin Green. Kevin Green inside to Viviano. Viviano misses. Rebound goes to Donald Burns. 21-11. We got a 10-point, or 22-11. We got an 11-point game. Ike Blunt gets around Viviano. Fouled on the drive. Actually fouled on the shot, so Blunt will go to the line. Blunt split a pair earlier today. Let's see. He may have gone 1 for 4 actually earlier today. Let's see if he's able to convert on these two. Blunt with the first of 2, puts it up, puts it in. That's 6 on the game for Blunt, cutting the lead to 10 for the Marine Corps with 5:45 left in the second half. Marine Corps needs some stops. They've had a couple. He doesn't hit anything. So the official blows the whistle. They've adjusted here to a 3-man crew so that they can give these athletes the best experience possible. Hard for a 2-man crew to see a fast-paced game all over the court. Kenny Gwynn with the ball. Looks off Josh Smith. Gets it to Larry Franklin. Franklin inside to Viviano. Viviano for another 2. Viviano coming on strong here in the second half. It's just evidence of how many weapons they actually have. Ike Blunt looked like he got hooked by Jimenez. They call that a foot plate violation, where the offensive player has possession of the ball and the foot plate of the wheelchair touches the court. That's a turnover. So now Smith triggers the ball to Franklin. We've got subs set to come into the game. We got Matt Hargrove. Hopefully they can get him going from the left side. Josh Smith dumps it into Green. Green puts it up over the mismatch. He was defended by Tisha Knickerbocker, and she was unable to deter him. So he put it in right over Knickerbocker. That's a clear mismatch. He's got about a foot on her in height and about 1.5 feet on reach. Isaac Blunt goes around Viviano, puts the ball up. It's long. Big board by Kevin Green, fouled by Jimenez.
Gets the rebound and gets fouled for his effort. I'll give him praise one time.
Coming into the game, Aaron Taylor for Kevin Green and Andres Rodriguez for Josh Smith. Also into the game are James Stewart and Matthew Hargrove.
3:20 remaining. Air Force 28, Marines 12.
Big pass from Kenny Gwynn over to Larry Franklin. Long shot. Nice board by Stewart. Need to push the ball up. Everyone for the Marines going up in a straight line. You've got to give the passer an angle. Pass down to Hargrove. They jump him quickly. They know he can be a threat. They don't want him to get started. We've got over 2 minutes left in the half. Maybe too little, too late. 28-12.
22.6 seconds to go. Who's going to get the block, but the whistle thought otherwise. Who's going to
Foul on Viviano.
19, James Stewart
Stewart will go to the line, number 19. working out whether or not one of these teams has too many points on the floor. There is a classification system in the game of wheelchair basketball where you're not able to exceed a certain number of points on the court. So when there is a point violation, meaning a classification point violation, they will shoot a technical. So shooting the technical for the Marines is Tish Knickerbocker before James Stewart shoots his common foul. Looked good.
One more.
She'll get a second shot here.
Foul on the floor, 2.4 seconds to go.
Knickerbocker for her second, puts it up. No good. They needed those. Good-looking shots from Knickerbocker. Now Stewart will go to the line.
Navy 2.4 seconds away from going for the goal.
For their common foul. Upset in the works on the other court. Navy leading Army, the three-time defending champ.
Josh Cook trying to get the shooting foul.
James Stewart rolls over the line on his free throw. That's a violation.
Garrett replacing Franklin. That ends the game. Navy
Larry Franklin coming out of the game. Checking into the game is number 12. That's DeMarcus Garrett. Just announced on the other side that the Navy is in fact going to the gold medal game. Stewart hits his second free throw. The winner of this game, likely Air Force, will go to the gold medal game against Navy on Friday evening. Missed point blank by Larry Franklin. Rebound by the smallest person on the court, Tisha Knickerbocker. She might be small in stature, but she's not small in heart. She's a fierce competitor out here at these Warrior games. Carlos Jimenez covers the ball, gets it over to Hargrove. Hargrove with the bank shot. Looks good. Matt Hargrove, nice job. Gets his third and fourth points of the game. That's 15 points to 28. 13-point differential.
Marine Corps will be sending in some subs.
And we've got just under 145 to play in this game. If they had Reggie Miller in his three ball, they might be able to do a little something here, but a 13-point differential just might be too much to overcome. With Navy's defeat of the Army on the other court, that guarantees there will be a new champion in the 2019 Warrior Games basketball competition.
Air Force 28.
Air Force thus far has had a dominant performance in this tournament. If they continue forward, they'll have an opportunity to go undefeated in the 2019 Warrior Games. Foul on number 10, Raymond Archer.
With the foul.
Marines pressing the Air Force here. Coach Mark Shepard telling his team, set up the press break. Let's see how they do that from the sideline. Viviano gets it over the half. Deliberate pace here for the Air Force. Ike Blunt with the heady play. They need quick fouls. They're trying to put themselves in the bonus so that they can send Air Force to the line. Kristen Morris set to inbound the ball for the Air Force, gets it inbounds to Viviano. Tish Knickerbocker with the smart play, fouls Viviano, sending him to the line. Really smart coaching here by the Marine Corps squad, preserving the clock, putting the Air Force to the line, trying to give themselves every opportunity to come back with 1:30 left in this game. 28-15, 13-point differential.
Lane violation.
How is that a violation? He's outside the three-point line.
Brian Viviano knocks down the shot, and there's one more because of the lane violation.
Viviano, after the first violation,
He misses the second.
this is the second shot. Oh, rejection! Ike Blunt rejects the shot. Aaron Taylor, Hargrove with the ball. Hargrove looking to lock and load. Hargrove, a shooter, burning valuable time off the clock. He's one of the best shooters on the Marine Corps squad. He's got to look for that shot. Precious seconds tick away. Let's see what head coach Joey Gugliotta calls out for the Marine Corps. Hargrove wide open. Hargrove looks at the basket, dumps it down into Raymond Archer, who gets it to Pacheco. Quick shot by Pacheco, but is bumped on the shot. Pacheco is going to go to the line. Who's the foul on?
Jason Pacheco will go to the line.
Foul was on DeMarcus Garrett of the Air Force, putting Pacheco on the line. Pacheco misses the first. Brian Wolf checking in for Raymond Archer. Pacheco for his second. Air Force crowd, a raucous bunch. Second shot goes in for Jason Pacheco.
Air Force, minute 10 remaining.
Aaron Taylor with the ball. Gets it over the half to Viviano. DeMarcus Garrett, deliberate with the ball. Foul by Ike Blunt.
Just under a minute remaining.
DeMarcus Garrett will go to the line for the Air Force. His first attempts in trying to get his first points of the game. Setting his chair up at the free throw line, trying to get it stationary, goes through his routine, release, rotation, bang, no splash.
Everything but the floor, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, DeMarcus Garrett getting grief.
Blunt brings it up.
Blunt tries to go around Garrett, puts it up. No basket, called for the offensive foul. The basket's no good.
Not in control when
They would have at least wanted the basket to count, but it does not.
we have 5 fouls going.
That's the 5th foul on Isaac Blunt, AKA Big Ike. Looking at the ref like, I don't know what you're watching, ref, but that wasn't a foul.
How many timeouts? You only took one in the first half, right? Yeah.
Blunt will head to the sideline. Coming into the game is Big Don Burns with his Under Armour headband. Under Armour, a sponsor of these Warrior games. We appreciate the support of all the sponsors that make this event possible.
15, that's 5 fouls.
15 is out, and you get a timeout.
How many timeouts do we get?
That's 5 fouls on Isaac Blunt. coming out of the game. 47 seconds left in the game. We've got to take our hats off to the Department of Defense and the leadership of the various branches of the military. They've done an amazing job. We'd also like to take our hats off to all the facilities involved in hosting this event. The Eagles Golf Club, Long Aquatic Center, USF Track and Field Stadium and tennis courts, Amelie Center, Bayshore Boulevard, MacDill Air Force Base, Tampa Convention Center, and the Yangling Center, all hosting various events for this competition, and the many volunteers present at those venues in order to give these athletes an incredible level of support. DeMarcus Garrett with the ball, gets it to Taylor, who almost came off of one wheel. They get it over the half. DeMarcus Garrett holds it up high. They don't want any fouls. They've basically conceded the game. DeMarcus Garrett, 10 seconds on the clock. They will need one more shot. Shot clock now down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The shot's good if it goes. No good. Shot clock violation. It did not hit anything.
15 seconds on the clock.
15 seconds left in the game. 7. Tisha Knickerbocker puts up the big 3. Beautiful look by her. Aaron Taylor gets the board. End of the game. Great fight by these Marines. Air Force beats the Marine Corps 28 to 16, and this will be a gold medal matchup between Navy and the Air Force. The bronze medal game will be between Army and the Marine Corps, and we're excited for the startup of sitting volleyball and wheelchair rugby tomorrow, so please tune in. Then on Friday evening, we will come back and crown our first, second, and third place teams. We'd like to thank everybody who's been tuning in, and we'd like to thank our sponsors and the volunteers for making the event an incredible event for these very deserving athletes and their families. Thank you so much, and we look forward to you tuning in tomorrow to our other sports. This is Will Waller from the NWBA signing out at the 2019 Department of Defense Warrior Games.